So trouble in paradise between Real Housewives of New Jersey star Danielle Staub and her husband, Marty Caffrey. The two are less than 3 months into their relationship as husband and wife. You know, she's been engaged like 20 times, seriously. They've been together for more than 2 years. Staub recently unfollowed him on Instagram after he allegedly commented on a photo on a fan account writing, "Sorry things didn't work out, baby. You aren't what you pretended to be." The comment has since been deleted. Can people just be adults on social media? Enough about them. Actor Orlando Bloom is a stickler for the rules when it comes to the theater. He stopped Thursday's matinee performance of his play Killer Joe not once, but twice because an audience member was using her iPad. According to witnesses, Bloom went off script in an outburst, even threatened to stall the show until the device was put away. Now, others have come to the woman's defense and said she was using the iPad to fan herself in the hot auditorium. Ugh, I cannot with this story either.
Okay.
How is an iPad going to help you? Anyway, new mom Cardi B is making it hard to believe she had her daughter less than 3 weeks ago. She showed off her post-baby body for the first time, along with her new ride, writing "Blessed and Gifted," official lamb owners. Makes you wonder if there's enough room in the back for a car seat. How's that working with your iPhone, Fanny?
That's all right.
Is it? Let me try it.
Okay, keep going.
No. Earlier, Cardi B dropped a bombshell on fans when she announced she's backing out of touring with Bruno Mars so she can recover from having baby culture earlier this month. And mom Kylie Jenner spending some quality bonding time with her baby girl Stormi shopping. The two were spotted Friday picking up a few magazines featuring herself. The 20-year-old Keeping Up with Her Kardashian star stopped by a News 10 in LA for the latest copy of GQ. She and Stormi's dad, Travis Scott, are on the cover. Jenner also picked up several copies of Forbes' Richest Self-Made Woman issue, where she ranks number 27 on the list with an estimated $900 million fortune. Because nothing says into yourself like buying the magazine that you're on. That's like Tina going home and watching this whole show over again. Do you do that?
No.
You're like, oh, look, I look so good right there.
Ooh, let me save me a copy of that. You mean like some people, they save their Instagram posts?
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, America's
It's
favorite.
a highlight reel. You should be doing that. It'll get you followers. Go follow Tina because she gets so excited. I finally taught her how she could see when she has followers, and she gets very excited. So if you want to make Tina's day,
Thank you.
she says thank you for following her.
Back to the script. America's favorite pastime has a rich history in the Golden State and the topic of a new display at the California Museum.
We're talking baseball. Ashley Williams, who loves an Instagram post, has a preview of California at bat.
Did you just mention my Instagram? If you did, that's okay. But take a look. Who is this man behind me? If you could take a guess at home, I would love for you to chat with your family right now. Who is that? I'll tell you. Ricky Henderson, former Oakland Athletics player. He is the greatest base stealer of all time. And if you think I know my baseball facts, I truly don't. This lovely gentleman, Stephen Wong, just told me that. How's it going?
Very good. Thanks for having me on.
Now, Safe, if you could just do a quick pan around. This is a new exhibit at the California Museum. Now, you're taking a look at different artifacts and memorabilia from really history of baseball, America's favorite pastime. And while there are over 200 artifacts in here, I'm being told that 140 are only between two people, yourself and another gentleman.
That's correct. That's correct. And it's a great honor and privilege to be a part of this exhibition and project. A lot of people, when they think of baseball history, they think of east of Mississippi. But California, as you'll see through this exhibition, has a long history and heritage in Major League Baseball.
Now, believe it or not, you came, for people at home, Stephen came all the way from Hong Kong just to really see his artifacts in this exhibit. Now, we talk about history, we talk about baseball, obviously, but I want to talk about those who broke the barriers, specifically Jackie Robinson.
Yes, well, we have his photo from 1947 here, taken at Ebbets Field. This is Jackie himself, the year in which he broke Major League Baseball's color barrier. And over here, in this gold-framed artifact, we have the ticket to the actual game, opening day, Ebbets Field, 1947, which is the first time that an African-American ball player stepped foot on a Major League soil to play in a Major League game. And this photo here in his Montreal was taken in 1946 when he was called up to the Brooklyn Dodgers Farm Club.
Wow.
And you just look at this photo, and then here in 1956, the year in which, after the season, Jackie retired. He's all gray here. You can just imagine what he went through And to me, he is not only a baseball hero, but he is an American hero and one of the greatest Americans in the history of the world, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I kid you not. I looked at that ticket and got chills because I can only imagine, you know, then I've had family tell me about that moment, that day, that game. Thank you so much, Stephen. Now, I want to swing it over here before we go to talk with another gentleman, Alan here. Alan and Stephen both, they're going to be doing some presentations later on the history of baseball. But take a look at this, you guys. This is the former arena in Sacramento. This is before it got tore down. This is the Edmonds Field, home of the Sacramento Salon.
Yes, baseball was played on that corner, Riverside and Broadway, where the Target store is, from 1910 to 1960 by the old Sacramento Solons of the old Coast League, which many people believe used to be the third major league in a sense. Wow. It was a very high level of ball played here.
Now, Alan, we do have to wrap it up, but speaking of artifacts, these are two of yours in this case here. Now, take a look. Canby, these two right in the middle, Canby and Tina, can you guess what year those came from? Those are the...
Those are 1920s catcher's masks.
1920s.
The one on the left is called a birdcage mask, which is kind of interesting. But the one on the right is a little newer. It's probably from the 1930s. And if you see the triangle on the front, that's called a spit hole mask. That allowed the catcher to chew tobacco and spit and catch without taking off his mask.
Watch out, he's spitting. Alan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and toss it back to you, but this is happening all day. And the I cannot talk right now. Courtyard, they will have a beer garden and several other activities for the kids. So this is their home opener, California at bat.
What do we get for getting the question right?
Yeah, we got it right.
1920s. Do we get something?
No, it's called the delay of television. You already heard the answer. I know how this works, people. I know how this works.
All right, guys, time for